guys rehearse that? Oh my gosh. Hello everybody, how are ya? All right, first of all, a quick shout out to all these volunteers from Verizon, from the 143rd, from the 5th Battalion, for all of you folks who did such a great job planting all these trees today. Yes, yes. And I know you know who I am because I was harassing you earlier today, but I'm Jack Groh with NFL Environmental. And I can't tell you how great it's been all these years to be coming to Orlando and working with the folks at Green Up, working with the Parks Department, and just making some projects that really work well for us. And right now, I got what I think is a treat for you. I want to introduce the guy who is at the top of the pyramid when it comes to Super Bowl, Pro Bowl, the draft, and also signs my paycheck. But I don't want you to applaud for him just because of that, but I would sure appreciate it if you did. Peter O'Reilly, from NFL.
Thank you, Jack. On behalf of the NFL, it is amazing to be back in Orlando and back in Orange County for the 2025 Pro Bowl games. We are thrilled to kick it off right here. Looking out at these volunteers, as Jack said, thank you for being here today on this beautiful day, and we are absolutely thrilled. This is an amazing partnership, and it goes back a number of years when we first had a conversation with Mayor Dyer and Steve Hogan about bringing the Pro Bowl to Orlando. And that partnership has grown every year. The partnership with the city, with the county, with Florida Citrus Sports. And Orlando's been a part of recreating the Pro Bowl and creating the Pro Bowl games and the new format we have, which ultimately is about bringing 88 of the biggest stars in the NFL together to celebrate them in a really special setting with their families in a way that's fun. It's accessible. People can get close and see these great NFL stars with their helmets off, and competitive. I think our members of the NFC and AFC, these guys want to win this thing and support the NFC and the AFC. So it's only the third year we've done that format, and it'll kick off tomorrow. The Pro Bowl skills competition will be taking place over at UCF. A lot of new skills. Peyton and Eli and others have been in the lab with us creating some new skills for what will be the Pro Bowl game, the Pro Bowl games and the skills competition. Will air tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on ESPN. And then on Sunday at Camping World Stadium, we're thrilled to have a vibrant Camping World Stadium and really bring both the skills and an incredible AFC versus NFC flag football game to life over there and do it in a really accessible way. Tickets $29. A chance for fans and families to come in there and be part of that. So encourage everyone to be part of that and part of that overall experience. I mentioned the competition. Peyton representing the AFC, Eli representing the NFC. They're going at it for the third year in a row. Younger brother has won the first two for the NFC, so Eli's going for there's a three-peat the following weekend that the Chiefs are going for. The three-peat we're talking about here is the NFC three-peat, and I know the AFC has something that they want to say about that, so a lot of focus on that. I mentioned flag football. In this state, in this area, around the country and around the world, flag football is one of the fastest-growing sports for girls and boys, for women and men. It's now an Olympic sport, and this weekend here in Orlando is a big showcase for that. Not just some of the best NFL stars playing flag football, but we have young girls and boys from 13 countries who won the opportunity to come to Orlando to compete in the International Flag Championships. They are so jacked up to be here and to be part of that, let me tell you. We've got an HBCU flag event going on, which will be fantastic. And for the first time ever, go HBCU. And then for the first time ever, we have a girls' high school flag all-star game. USA Today this year, for the first time, ranked the top 25 girls' high school flag programs in the country. States are sanctioning one by one, month after month. Some of those best girls' high school flag players will be in Camping World Stadium on the field on ESPN competing in that first ever all-star game. There is so much momentum around flag, and this community, this event, is at the center of building that. And speaking of community, that's why we're here today. From the first conversation we had with Steve and with Mayor Dyer, this was not just coming in and playing a football game. This was about leaving a legacy. This was about ensuring that well beyond that last whistle, that it would live on, That's what the trees that you all planted today are about. That's what the partnership with Verizon is about. That's what the partnership with the city and NFL Green is all about. 5,000 trees that you don't see here today being planted by NFL Green and Verizon in Apalachicola National Forest, which will be there forever, tied to the damage from Hurricane Michael. So much great work being done, and congratulations to that team. And today, this school, this park, impacted forever by your work, walked by every day, and really adding to both the beauty and the sustainability of this park, and we're so excited for that. I'll close by saying, back to the AFC and the football side, we've got an incredible roster of NFL stars here. From Joe Burrow to Justin Jefferson to Baker Mayfield, who just plays down the road a bit. An incredible group with those captains. You'll hear from them in a little bit. But these two to my left are two great NFL legends who represent the NFL at the very, very highest level. And they've continued that commitment in their work. Marcus Pollard representing the AFC and the head of player engagement for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Mo Kelly, another NFL legend, and now in a role with the Seattle Seahawks in player engagement that really represents this role of player engagement across the NFL is so critical in terms of their work with players, their work in the community, and the impact they have across the league. So it's an honor to have the two of them here today who represent the very best of the NFL, and they will be they'll be on that sideline working with the players, trying to get Peyton his first win and Eli that three-peat. But you'll hear from them in a second. So I'm so thankful to this crew behind me, Susan and Verizon, Steve, the mayor, commissioner, thank you for being here. Orange County played a huge role in this, and we're so appreciative of Mayor Demings and Orange County and everybody here from the city. Commissioner, thank you for being here. So I'll now hand it over to, frankly, the person who's been at the center of this with us and the NFL from the very beginning, who's a great partner and friend of the NFL, Steve Hogan from Florida Citrus Sports.
That's pretty spirited, and it's good because Peter's a Notre Dame graduate, and that didn't quite work out the other day, so I feel bad. I hate to bring it up again, Peter, but yeah, it's a good run. It's a good run, good year. Spoken by a UCF Knight. But look, thank you. You're giddy, right? When this week shows up, this is our sixth opportunity as a community to have some of the greatest athletes on the planet come spend a little time with us. I personally love the Pro Bowl games. When we saw it last year and you pull the helmets off, you get to see these personalities and the families and just how they compete, how they engage with each other. I mean, to me, it's just a massive upgrade, personally. I think it's been a huge success across the board, especially as being such a family destination. As you know, Orlando is the most visited destination in the world, and you think of the family nature of it with our theme parks and hospitality. You look around Camping World Stadium on a Pro Bowl games defining event like the flag events and all the things that happen inside the stadium, there's nothing but families. I mean, kids, moms, dads. It is a family get-together, and I can't say enough to Peter and the NFL, thank you for taking a chance on Orlando. When the NFL comes somewhere, they don't just come and kind of have their event and leave. They've been committed to this community in so many ways from year one and before. But you think about the NFL Play 60 field in the West Lakes neighborhood, Lake Lorna Dune Park, right out of the gate, you know, one of the first things they would ask is, we want to do some things. We want to leave this community better than we found it. And that's been consistent every single year. We couldn't be any more appreciative of that commitment. Verizon as well. I mean, we've really greened up this community over the last 6 years, or the 6 Pro Bowls, with your help. Be remiss if we didn't thank, of course, all of you volunteers for being here today, taking this time out of your schedule to do this for this community. This is huge. You've been working hard all morning. I see a few West Lakes residents. As you know, West Lakes is the community that's home of Camping World Stadium, and we thank all the residents and neighbors who treat that facility and events like this as their own and volunteer and give their time. So thank you. City of Orlando Mayor, we couldn't do it without you. Alan Johnson and the folks that run this venue, you guys are world class. Commissioner Scott, as you know, Commissioner Rose, Commissioner Scott in Orange County, and Mayor Demings. The significant investment in sports incentive funds is why we've been able to compete nationally for events like this. And I can't say enough to you. And I think also $400 million that was just recently committed that we're currently designing and going to construct in the next 2 years will create the most competitive sports and entertainment campus we ever could have imagined having when we started this process in 2014. So thank you for that trust and that investment in the competitiveness of our future. So with that, I wanted to take this opportunity to bring up next Mayor Dyer and then Commissioner Scott from Orange County. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Steve, and welcome everybody to beautiful Eagle Nest Park, one of our 5 regional signature parks here in Orlando. Our other elected officials have been introduced a couple of times already, so I will dispense with that. But I also want to thank all of the volunteers here, our friends from the NFL, Verizon, the Army Reserve, all of the volunteers, and certainly our City of Orlando and venue staff that are here. Give them one more big round of applause. And we are proud to host the Pro Bowl games again. This is the 6th year, as Steve mentioned, and our first 3 or 4, we got off to a lousy start. We had probably the worst weather we could possibly have in the state of Florida. Yeah, we had good games, but we also had weather in the 25 degree to 30 range. And one day, it rained from the time the sun came up till the time the sun went down. It was never dry for a single moment. And yet, thank you for coming back. And now you're going to be rewarded with the best possible weather that you can have in the whole United States. We're also proud that the Sports Business Journal recognized Orlando this year as the nation's top sports destination in this country. And hosting marquee events like the Pro Bowl is what helped us to achieve that status, and is obviously a big boost to our economy. But I also want to thank you for the green aspect of this. We want to remain the greenest city in the southeast United States, and planting trees like you did today has a lasting impact further than through Sunday will be on our community. I definitely appreciate that. So the Pro Bowl games don't just happen. You have to have great collaboration, and Florida Citrus Sports and Orange County government are 2 of the greatest collaborators that we have here in our community. And with that, I would like to call on not Mayor Demings, as it says in my talking points, but Commissioner Scott, which is, he's more entertaining than Mayor Demings.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mike Scott. I do have the honor of serving as Vice Mayor. I guess I got to say thank you to Verizon. So can you hear me now? Well, that's the part where you say good. Can you hear me now? There we go. So thank you, Verizon. Thank you, the NFL. I think you hear a theme when everyone talks about how we're happy. We talk about 6 times in 8 years and 55,000 people coming here. But what you also sometimes forget is you guys make an impact that lasts not only today and the days leading up into the game and beyond, but every year. We have these investments in these schools, our community centers, that make moments and memories and a few selfies for some of the kids that last a lifetime. And so we're grateful for you to come here year after year. We hope we can continue to make it a great experience. I think I might know somebody who knows somebody who might have some extra money to pay for a flag team. So, you know, I'm just saying. But again, thank you so much for coming here, and thank you for making Orlando a part of your family, because I think it's more than a partnership. You've demonstrated that we are a family, and how you move with the investments in our community in so many endeavors. So happy to be here, happy to celebrate you, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Susan Groh from NFL Green. I want to give a quick shout out to our mascots who are roaming around greeting folks here. Thanks for being here. So it is an absolute pleasure to be back in Orlando again for Pro Bowl. We have fantastic partners here, and over the years we have done some really impactful projects together. So today we planted 21 gorgeous trees along the lake here. They'll provide shade and cooling to the kids who are walking to the elementary school just down at the other end of the park, and also help mitigate stormwater and have lots of positive benefits here. Returning to Pro Bowl in Orlando has special meaning for us because we have done so many projects here with our partners. Over the years here, we have planted community gardens and pollinator gardens. We have planted trees around neighborhoods down by the stadium at Lake Lorna Doone Park. We've done so much. We've revitalized parks to provide good play areas for kids in parks that didn't have adequate drainage. Just done a lot of really impactful greening projects. And as we come back to Orlando, we can drive by those neighborhoods and see those trees and how they're thriving and growing. So very fun to be back here and see this. We don't often have a chance to come back to the same city over and over, but here you can see that green footprint, so that's very rewarding. Could not happen without our wonderful partners here. So I just want to give a shout out to Green Up. They have helped guide all of these greening projects for us, to Green Up Orlando. And also our longtime sustainability partner, Verizon. They've made a substantial investment in today's project and in many other projects. Also Florida Citrus Sports. Steve has directed us to some really impactful projects here as well. And also today, I know everyone's thanked the volunteers. I'm going to do it one more time. We have folks out here from Verizon. Verizon has turned out time after time to help us plant trees and do these projects. Really appreciate you guys. Yes, definitely. And also the 143rd Sustainment Command has been to many of these projects. So thank you guys for turning out again. Along with the 5th Battalion Army Career Group. So great to have you here and to have repeat volunteers. Thank you guys. So heartfelt thank you to all of our partners. We will be at the end of this ceremonial portion planting one more tree down there, so stick around for that. We'll have a quick photo op with all of our speakers here. But just want to give you our gratitude and thanks one more time. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Susan Lucas with Verizon. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here today. What a great afternoon we've had here, planting these gorgeous trees along the walkway in the park. We're thrilled to be part of the environmental efforts that are taking place for the Pro Bowl here in beautiful Orlando. Could we have not gotten a better day to do this? This was absolutely phenomenal. Verizon has been a sustainability partner with NFL Greens for over a decade, since 2013. And that has really given us an opportunity to multiply our efforts and really maximize all of the positive benefits that we can bring to the table. We have so many great examples, like over 160 community projects have taken place. We've planted over 285,000 trees with this work that we're doing with NFL Green. So you can see that, thank you. You can see that this is very important to us. Tree planting is especially important to Verizon. We set a goal to plant more than 20 million trees by 2023. And I'm so happy to share that we actually, by 2030. And I'm so happy to share that we actually did that in 2023. So we planted 20 million trees, many of them through this partnership. Thank you. We find that it's very important that we do this and we really try to green our communities. And it was also mentioned earlier that our next stop is 5,000 trees. Native conifers are going to be planted over in the National Forest here in Florida to make sure that we're trying to restore the areas that were damaged by Hurricane Michael. So with all of that said, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of the different partners here on the stage, the city officials, mostly, and I know it's been done before, I have to do it again. Thank you so much to the volunteers who spent this afternoon out here with us for this project. And Verizon Green team members, I see you and I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Okay, I mentioned them before, but now it is my honor to bring up to the stage, representing the AFC and the Jacksonville Jaguars, Marcus Pollard, and representing the NFC and the Seattle Seahawks NFL legend, Mo Kelly. Marcus and Mo.
Good afternoon. I'm Mo Kelly with the Seattle Seahawks, and this is
Marcus Pollard.
from the NFC and the AFC. We want to thank you guys for hosting us and all the tremendous work that you guys are doing in your community. We actually thought we were coming here today to actually do some work, but we want to thank you guys for all the work that you guys are doing. Please give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, I just want to add, I want to echo what Mo said. I think I have an opportunity to be here to give back to the community. It's such a wonderful thing. I'd be remiss to say that I'm excited to see the flag football event in the Olympics, because I know they tried with breakdance, and I don't know if y'all saw that from but flag football would be much better to watch. I just think I'm a bit of a tree hugger myself, and to see the work that you guys have done here in the state of Florida and at this park. Trees are a vital part of our ecosystem to provide so much for us. So it's such a unique combination of people and trees to make this thing go. So excited to be here again. Congratulations for all the work you guys are doing in the community. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And we want to invite our partners from the media and some other folks who have cameras to join us. Right over here, there's one tree that you can see that isn't finished. And we're going to have our folks from the speaking platform here pretend they're planting. They're going to do a ceremonial tree planting over there and for a nice photo op.
All right, everybody grab a shovel. Yeah, I'll grab one. Thank you. Thank you so much. So gather around. Coach Bang, are you? Yeah, there's mine.
Got a shovel waiting on you. Here we go. I would ask that nobody stand directly behind the tree because all we'll see is the tree. So if you move off to the side.
So maybe we can pause it. In a bit for a photo.
Come on, we'll split up on two groups. One on one side of the tree, one on the other side of the tree.
Sure.
And then we'll do the shovel thing. And then we'll dump it in. All right. All right. Everybody, you got a little bit of dirt on your shovel. Just a little bit. Now wait. Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. Don't wait till everybody's ready. Okay. Come on in there, Sue. Now we're gonna throw the dirt in on camera here, which is a number between 2 and 4. It's in the cliff notes. All right, 1, 2, 3. Terrible. Let's try it. Let's try it again. All right. All right, 1, 2, 3. That was a little better. Let's try it once more. Now we're starting to get the hang of it. Yeah, it is good. All right. 1, 2, 3. How was that, guys? Do we need to do it again? Rehearse it. One more time.
That's not happening quite hard if you don't need this one.
1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.